how does a business like AccuPay Systems, which helps other businesses process payroll, get new clients? Their online infrastructure is being powered by Thrive Suite, but how does Felix Moania get new leads to purchase his services from him? This and a whole lot more coming right up. Awesome. I'm thrilled and super excited to be joined by Felix Moania today. Hopefully I pronounced that right, Felix?
That's correct.
And
yes.
Without any hesitations, I'm really looking forward to hearing more about AccuPay Systems, what it is that you guys do, and how you're leveraging ThriveThemes to bring in even more clients every day to your business. So Felix, why don't you take just a few minutes to put everyone into some context as to what AccuPay Systems is?
Well, AccuPay Systems is a payroll service bureau. We are here in California, but we do business all over the United States. And we help small businesses efficiently and affordably process payroll. And we use an all-in-one integrated payroll platform, and commonly called HRIS, Human Resource Information System. We serve small businesses from as low as one employee all the way to thousands. But most importantly, we skip a whole segment of between, let's say, 2,000 and above up until we go to government entities. So we help.
You do work with government entities as well.
Yes, we do. Yeah, so most of the larger businesses, enterprise primarily, they usually have everything they need in-house. So we skip that segment, and we work with government entities like cities, counties, the federal government. We help them with their payroll as well.
Yeah, you'd think that, paying people would be something simple, but it really isn't. I mean, trying to process transactions I would imagine that, most people get paid on a monthly basis or bi-weekly basis, but having to do those transactions multiple times and, each employee has their own bank accounts, their banking information. It's work, right?
It is a lot of work. Once you've been in it for many years, it seems easy, but it's not an industry that you can just get in and blow it. So it is difficult work, but we do have systems in place. We've been doing this for many years now, and we feel like it's become really easy, especially when you have a really good system, it becomes easier. But
so what makes AccuPay Systems so special?
To be honest with you, we are a small business, number one. And when I'm talking to prospects and I'm comparing AccuPay with, let's say, ADP or Paychecks, I always bring them to the realization that it's so much easier to do with a smaller business than dealing with some of those very large service bureaus, because they get our personalized attention. We bend over to do whatever they want us to do. And not in a bad way, but we are really focused on customer service. We are able to do a lot more things. And because we use the same tools those large companies do. And the fact that we are smaller and agile, we are able to provide a lot more to our clients.
So just to put people into more context, you are the owner of AccuPay Systems, correct?
I am.
So
I am the owner and I'm the main decision maker.
How long have you been in business for with AccuPay Systems?
Well, personally, I've been in business since 2006. So that makes it about 18 years.
Oof,
But
yeah,
I've owned
it's been a while.
AccuPay since 2012. I used to have my own business before AccuPay, and then AccuPay became available for sale, and I bought it and I merged my original business into AccuPay, and so I've been running AccuPay since 2012. That makes it about 12 years.
Now, so I want to make sure that we're all on the same page here. AccuPay Systems is a tool?
AccuPay Systems is a brand name for I guess that's our business name, but we use a tool. The platform that we use is called iSolved.
Gotcha.
iSolved HCM. So AccuPay Systems is not a tool as such, but that's rather our business name.
So it's a service, right? What you're really selling is a service.
Yes. Indeed.
Gotcha. Okay. So um, let me understand this because AccuPaySystems.com actually runs on ThriveThemes, right? I mean, it's built on
Yes, it
WordPress
does.
and you're using ThriveThemes to manage your website and all of that. But right, that makes a whole lot of sense because at first I thought that AccuPay Systems was an actual tool that people were going to engage with to process payroll, but you are just the middleman between employees and business owners, and you facilitate that service of processing payroll.
That's 100% true. So those are two, I believe those are kind of like two questions or two prongs in that statement. Yes, we've been using Thrive Themes since 2015, when Thrive Themes actually was pretty new. And so
Mm-hmm.
we've seen Thrive Themes grow, and we've grown with Thrive Themes from, its early days. And we've loved Thrive Themes, absolutely. We've tried other tools, but nothing comes close, and especially for people who do their websites on WordPress. And so, yes, we are an ASO. We add value to a platform by providing services. So we use this platform called iSolved. We
Mm-hmm.
lease that platform. We pay hefty amounts for the licensing, but we provide services on that platform. Payroll
Gotcha.
processing, HR, human resource, that is. We also provide employee benefits and all that stuff. So we are the bridge between businesses and their employees, basically, when it comes to money movement.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. So before we get into the nitty gritty details of how you're attracting more leads, because I'm interested in some of the marketing techniques that you're using.
hmm
You mentioned trying other tools other than Thrive Themes.
hmm
I mean, d- back when you acquired AccuPay Systems in 2012, was that built on WordPress or did you start it from scratch yourself?
Yes, it was. There was a very rudimentary website when we bought the company, and I believe it was built on WordPress too. I remember going. I remember using. I think it's called Wayback Machine, and looking
Wayback
at
Machine.
Wayback Machine and looking at how the website used to look like way back in the day. And I remember looking at it and I'm like, my goodness, this website has come from really far. And we built one uh using those themes that come with WordPress.
Mm-hmm.
But later I was looking around and I found Thrive Themes online. As a matter of fact, it was through search that I found Thrive Themes.
Interesting.
And then while looking, while just evaluating it, I saw a friend of mine, actually, his name is Adam, had reviewed Thrive Themes on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I reached out to him. I'm like, "Hey, you reviewed this. Is it true what you're saying in this in your reviews?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's actually really, really good." And he had done another review for, I think it's Elementor
Uh-huh.
and a few others, but he highly, highly recommended Thrive Themes. And he said there's a great team behind the scenes that is just super, super, super smart. And I went with it.
Nice. So, um, you wouldn't be able to recall what was like the secret sauce behind Thrive Themes, other than the good word of mouth from coming from Adam or other people. You just gave it a shot and you just fell in love with it.
There was that.
Okay.
Recommendations are super, super powerful. But at the very same
Right.
time, I usually don't buy blindly. I went online and I read, I looked at other reviews, and I actually downloaded and tried it out first. And I
Gotcha.
was like, this is actually pretty good. It's very powerful. Drag and drop was it was already there, but it wasn't as good as it is now. And actually, Thrive Themes was like a pioneer when it came to drag and drop themes for WordPress.
It was, I would say so. Yeah, it was pretty good at the
Yeah,
time. I mean, right
yeah,
now it's become kind of like normal to
almost.
interact with
Yeah,
drag and drop builders, but at the time it was really something new to come across a drag and drop builder that good and that smooth, in my opinion. So,
that's very true.
um, let's talk a little bit about marketing and getting more clients. So, AccuPay Systems, is there a primary way in which you, Felix, get new clients? Do you rely on word of mouth? Do you have friends that have friends that have friends that need to process payroll? How does Felix get new clients?
We get our clients through multiple ways, and one of them is actually word of mouth. The interesting thing is that when you do a really good job, your clients love you, and they even talk about you even before you ask them to. And so we remind them all the time that, we want to help other businesses, and they definitely refer businesses to us. That's great, and it's worked out really, really good for many years. But secondly, we also have a lot of relationships with accountants and CPA firms, and they're always sending clients our way. So we've grown significantly from that kind of referral. And the third thing is we also do SEO, and I know we'll get a little bit deeper into ThriveThemes, how ThriveThemes is helping us, but yeah, we do SEO, and that helps a lot too.
So let me ask you something, because you mentioned relationships and having relationships with accountants and stuff. How does one find friends, like good friends in business? How does one make those relationships? Do you just
Yeah.
happen to know some guy that you went to school with, or do you cold message people on LinkedIn? How do you get to meet those people?
I found out, and obviously sometimes you gotta try it multiple ways before you find the one that works. But the best way to do this is to network. You go to where these people gather. I go to where accountants gather. I'm an accountant by training, and so it's easy for me to relate to accountants and CPAs. And so when I go to where they gather, I make really good connections, and I take them out for lunch or dinner, whatever it is. And so that kind of networking is really, really good. It's valuable. But at the very same time, I also attend virtual events. Like I remember during COVID, I attended a lot of virtual events, and I would pay extra so that I can have a breakout room where I would talk to them and present. Look, sometimes we shy from selling, but it doesn't help at all. You go to those private rooms and you present what you sell, and you tell them this is something you actually really need for your clients. And I did those, and I paid to get those opportunities, and it worked. To this day it is still working because I still get clients from people I met many, many years ago.
Interesting. That's really, really, really nice to know. So the other thing that you mentioned was SEO and how you're using ThriveThemes to try to grow and scale your business. So when you said SEO, I would imagine that there's some sort of like content creation process that you've got going on.
Yeah, of course. I have, well, I've not been doing this as vigorously as I used to, but I need to get back into it. But I do blog. I write relevant articles to my industry, to businesses that I deal with, any trending aspects of the business and the industry. And so when I blog, and Thrive Themes is actually pretty good because it has blog styles, multiple of them, and the one that we selected the one that we have right now. We selected it many, many years ago, and we stuck with it, and it's just a style that works for us, and it helps us create blogs really easy. Like I say, drag and drop is so amazing. It helps you, design good looking articles.
Have you tapped into video yet?
I'm shy on video.
It's
No,
interesting because it's these types of niches that are kind of really
that's true.
special and unique. And I
Uh-huh.
I bet you whatever you want that there aren't that many people
Hmm.
on camera talking about payroll and how businesses can save money
Hmm.
using services like yours and all of that. And and when I talk to people like you, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm scared of getting on camera, or I'm shy," or
Right.
it's like, ugh.
Well, this is the thing. I don't think I'm shy per se, but I've really never pushed myself to doing it. And this is something that I'm actually considering doing. And now that I have a good number of people that work for me. So I'm thinking of tapping into some of them, especially so that we can have a conversation like we are having today, and record it. And yeah, so that's an avenue I'm actually thinking about.
Could be interesting for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
just talking to some of your clients and trying to figure out, hey, how much money have you saved by leveraging our
Mm,
services compared to all of the time invested in trying to process payroll yourself
hmm.
or trying, yeah, that sounds like something.
That's a great
Um,
idea.
some more specific details that I want to get from you is, are you leveraging like any of our other tools, whether it's Quiz Builder, Ultimatum, Ovation, anything like that?
I do. Um, so I do I use the quiz builder. I also use the automator,
Uh huh.
and yeah, and of course I use the Thrive Leads, which is pretty awesome. Yeah. So I mean, I use most of the plugins that come with Thrive themes or
So
Thrive
I would
architecture.
imagine that Thrive Leads, you're essentially using it to grow your email list. How are you
Yeah.
using Quiz Builder?
Quiz builder. So I send when I have prospects, actually more prospects than existing clients. So prospects, I send them quizzes, and these quizzes are not necessarily, they're not to test their knowledge, but rather just to gauge them as to what kind of, wh- why they like the other service and what kind of struggles they have with whatever they're using,
So you're
and
using
what
it
I
as
can.
a
Mhm.
segmentation tool to try to
Yes,
segment people into what types of potential customers they are?
that's true. Yes,
Genius. Yeah,
yeah,
I love using Quiz Builder like that.
yeah.
So
It's actually really good.
yeah. I mean, I love it. I've had a couple of people come on and talk to me and praise Quiz Builder just for the segmentation
Hmm.
possibilities that it offers. It's great.
Yep.
So, Felix, I've got some great news for you. I'm gonna name you CEO of ThriveThemes for a full day, and guess what? I'm gonna give you all of the money, all of the resources. You've got the power to either come up with a new plugin that you want to see implemented into our suite of plugins, or you can come up with a new feature inside an existing suite of plugins, or inside an existing plugin. Yeah, your CEO. What is it that you would implement or create as CEO of
Oh.
ThriveThemes?
Hmm. Okay. I'm CEO of ThriveThemes. What could I add? Okay, actually, I'm thinking about two things that I could add. Number one, I would actually add um, an SEO plugin.
Okay, that's the
I,
first time
I,
I'm hearing that.
I would prioritize SEO because Thrive Themes by itself is actually pretty good. Architect is such an amazing platform. And then layering that with SEO and not only just SEO, but also infusing it with AI so that you have an automated generator for your SEO or tags are you seeing where I'm going with that?
A
I think that could be
a
actually a game
hundred
changer.
percent. I
And
can
then
also tell you that it's a big stretch. It would
it
be a
is,
lot of
yeah, yeah,
it would be a
it's
lot of
not
work.
easy. Yeah,
Let me ask you: are you
mhm.
currently using like an SEO plugin?
Yes, I've been using what is it called? I can look at it here. Yoast. I've
Yoast.
been using
So
Yoast Premium for many, many years, and just the other day, I changed to, I just switched to this other one. It's called Rank Math.
rank math. So
Rank Math. I'm trying it out, see how it
the
is.
I can't speak for, it's been a while since I used rank math, and
Mhm.
I've actually never been a very keen user on Yoast, but the plugin that I'm using for my SEO purposes is all-in-one SEO, and they
All in one.
already integrate with ChatGPT, and it can write your meta descriptions for you. It can do a lot of the hard heavy lifting for you.
Uh-huh.
And like, if you ask me, does it make sense for ThriveThemes to tap into SEO? It might. It's just that it would be a tremendous amount of work. And when you look at what other tools are currently offering, they're pretty good. So yeah, I don't
Well,
know, but it's still nice feedback. It's actually
Well,
interesting
okay,
that you said SEO.
okay. Look. Let's twist it a little bit then. You know, sometimes it's not. You know, what if you just? I would acquire. I would acquire an SEO
Ah,
company instead of building, because
Felix.
building takes a long time, and you know we have money.
Felix.
We
Now
you know
you're
Thrive Themes has done pretty good, so go out and acquire, because you know building would take a long time.
Felix,
Acquire something already works.
you're the first person to come on here and actually make use of all of the resources that I've given you. that's
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 cool.
that's a that's a cool
Yeah.
idea. Okay.
Yeah. The other thing
Awesome.
I would add, the other thing that I would actually add as a CEO, as the CEO, I would actually add marketing as a service. Full
Marketing
blown
as a
marketing. Yeah.
service.
Full blown marketing. Because let me tell you, the brains behind Thrive are those of a marketer. And
And you want to be able to hire Thrive Themes?
yes, there are so many businesses out there that, to be honest with you, they come to Thrive Themes because it allows them to do marketing. I mean, because essentially any business out there that you know that exists, they want to grow, and you know they like the fact that Thrive Themes was actually launched by a marketer,
Right.
Shane,
Um,
and
right.
the brain, those brains, you know, it's pretty easy. I mean, I would imagine it's relatively easy to put a marketing team that can actually handle marketing for other clients, for your clients rather, existing clients, and you already have the market. I mean, you already have the audience, so selling to them marketing services would be super easy. So it's a long hanging fruit for Thrive.
I would imagine that if you said that, it's because in part you would be interested yourself in hiring some sort of like marketing team, like coming
Yes.
from
Yeah.
Thrive.
Yeah.
That is so interesting that you said that. Okay, I'm taking notes. All right, that was really cool. So
Yeah.
you mentioned working with Yoast as your SEO plugin of choice. Are there any other like major plugins or tools that you're using alongside Thrive Themes?
No, I do have GT Matrix for sure,
Okay,
and I have Bunny.net
gotcha.
for yeah.
Your CDN, yeah,
hmm I also
cool.
have a Kismet for anti-spam.
Yeah, that's one of the
And
basic ones that we always
yeah.
recommend people install. Yeah,
Uh-huh. I also
great.
use
So
Resmash for image optimization.
ah, I
Yeah.
haven't heard of that
And
one.
that's pretty much it for me, actually. Oh, I use
Yeah,
WordFence too for security.
nice. Yeah, we use WordPress as well. Pretty good one.
hmm Yeah.
Cool. Felix, I am ready to just throw some rapid fire questions over at you if you're okay
Mm,
and you're up for the game.
bring him on.
So I think I know the answer to this, but do you have a favorite Thrive Suite tool?
The architect.
I thought you were going to
I
say
mean,
Architect.
it gotta be the architect.
So how do you stay productive? Is there a tool that you use, or do you just like pen and paper, old-fashioned way?
Um, no, okay, so I have a few productivity tools, and for me, um, it's ClickUp.
Okay.
ClickUp has been really good for me, but we switched from Google products to Microsoft products recently, and so I've been enjoying the collaborative nature of Microsoft 365, especially Teams, Outlook. Yeah, it's been really, really good. And of course, Microsoft comes with SharePoint. SharePoint, that's where we share all our documents, and it comes with, storage and with, similar to Google Drive, but obviously better. So it's been really good. But of course, we have a bunch of other tools that we use.
What about social media? Does AccuPay Systems have a social media presence, or you personally?
A little
Or
bit.
okay,
Mm, LinkedIn is our primary social media platform. We
How
also
do you
do
use it?
Twitter. How do we use it? Well, we post articles there. I mean, links. I comment on other people's articles and postings and all that. But we are not a heavy user of social media. I mean,
Gotcha.
I wish we were, but yeah.
So you're occasionally using it to network and share things online, but you're
Oh
not
yeah, of course, yeah,
heavily
yeah.
invested.
I,
Gotcha.
I, I use yeah we use LinkedIn Sales Navigator,
Uh-huh.
and so we are always on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn multiple times a day,
Gotcha.
even though even though personally I don't use social media, but for business, yes.
Um, do you got like one, two entrepreneurs that inspire you personally?
I have many, but
Just name one, your
I,
top
I
one.
will I'll tell you this. I There's this guy that I used to admire for many years, and his name is Michael Dell.
From Dell
Michael Dell,
Computers?
Dell Computers. I remember in the 2000s, I was probably in my very early 20s, and I had a big poster of him in my bedroom. And I would wake up and I would say, one day I want to be like Michael Dell. And he inspired me a lot because I just remember his story from his beginning, when he
That's interesting.
started.
I don't know his story. I'm gonna look into him.
Yeah, look into him. He's actually pretty intriguing.
All right, I need one book and one movie really quick from you that everybody should read and watch.
Um, the book I'll give you is The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Don Miguel Ruiz.
Okay.
The Four Agreements. It's a small book. It's a really small book, but it's absolutely amazing.
What about the movie?
Movies. Oh my goodness. True Lies. Arnold
True
Schwarzenegger.
Lies.
True Lies. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah.
Sounds
True Lies.
familiar, but I haven't watched it.
Look it up. It's actually pretty. It's pretty good. I'm generally not a movie person,
Okay.
uh, but when I used to watch movies, that's the one that I used to go back to all the time. True
And the
Lies.
last
Mhm,
question for you.
mhm.
Is there a marketing trend that you're excited about?
Oh, I'm excited about AI, as a matter of fact. I'm really
I, w-
excited about AI, but I'm also revering it because it can be quite a mess too if it's
like,
not used
yeah,
properly.
I get Terminator vibes every now and then when I see stuff online with AI. So,
Right.
but I do want to ask you though, are you looking or have you considered implementing AI into your uh, business, like inside your business? Is that even a possibility? I'm not even sure if or how it can
I,
help you.
I I've actually been I've been using it a little bit. Um, our industry is a little bit on the I don't know. It's not on the cutting edge. But I use AI. I use Perplexity actually.
Mm-hmm.
I get outlines from there. I will plug in a topic and a little description, and I ask for an outline. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I ask for ideas, and it gives me some really good ideas there too. And I sometimes I get when we are writing when creating proposals for government contracts. I've been actually uploading the RFPs to a Perplexity and tell it to summarize it for me. And I'm telling you, it's right on point. It
It's
reads
good, right?
the document, gives me a really good
Saves you
summary.
time.
Big time, and it just tells me the things that I need to pay attention to when I'm writing the proposal.
Interesting. Well,
Pretty good.
Felix, it's been an absolute pleasure. I want to thank you for hopping on a call with me and sharing your story and your journey with ThriveThemes and letting everyone else here on our channel and our blog get to know you and AccuPay Systems a little more.
Thank you so much, Tony. It's been a pleasure.
Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you found my conversation with Felix inspiring. I think he shared a lot of really cool golden nuggets that anyone selling services online can benefit from implementing in their business. Now, if you are a business owner and you're powering your business with Thrive Suite, and you would like to sit down with me for 20 or 25 minutes and talk about how you're leveraging our tools, there's a link in the description box that you can click on. It's going to take you to an application form that you can just fill out in under a minute. And yeah, I truly appreciate your time. I will see you soon. Thanks again for watching. And yeah, catch you soon. Bye.